So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the first compensation that we're going to be seeing this year, and it's already compensating people icons who went and opened a pack yesterday. But before we do start that, we are going to get underway with, before we do start that, I do offer a daily subscriber trading guide, which you can get for free with Amazon Prime. All you got to do is click on the top link and subscribe over here for free with Amazon Prime. If not, it is £5, €5, or $6 a month. In there, you'll get yourself daily updated investing guide, daily updated shadow trading, daily updated silver trading. We've had some very, very good success in the last 24 hours. We recommended Norwegian managers at 400. They went up to 5k. We recommended, what do we have here? We can go through these now. Mendy, we recommended picking him up at 70. He went up to 91k yesterday. Ed Military recommended at 165. He ended up at 115 yesterday. Kondo we recommended at 50. He went all the way up there to 81k yesterday. Rudiger we recommended under 60, and he went all the way actually up to 90k. So some insane rises on the guide, which again you can get for free with Amazon Prime. First off though, what we're going to do is we are going to show you me opening up the compensation pack from yesterday. Then I'll walk through kind of what goes on with the compensation packs. Settings, we're going to go to select language. We're then going to go to the Netherlands. We'll do it, and then we'll sue them, right? We'll sue them. Right, so we're going to open up the Weigen Oben Hiepen Packer, and then we're going to go and get a hero. We'll get a hero, but I was told an icon, okay? This is I'm going to send this to my legal team. I'm opening this pack because, as a Dutchman, I want to get myself a Stunded Ukun. I would be very gutted if a hero pops up right now. I was promised an icon. This is a travesty. This is also a travesty because I've just got Carnu as the hero in that pack. What an absolute utter travesty. EA know what they're doing, and it's sick. It's actually sick. It's sick what they're doing, okay? It's sick what they're doing. You can do it twice. Oh, yes, because they've sold me with the first one I opened. Yes. No, I think that's me done. Well, again, hopefully in the near future now, we're going to go and get compensated some icons. So as you can see right there, I got a little bit screwed over. You know, I wasn't exactly reaping the rewards of the pack, but it doesn't really matter because I didn't open that pack to go and get the cheapest hero in the game. No, we opened that pack because we knew that we were going to go and get an icon. How did we know we were going to get an icon? Well, when EA says one thing in the description but gives out a different thing in the pack, you basically get whatever they didn't give you. So if they said it was an icon pack and you got a hero, then they go and give you the icon. If they say it was a hero pack and you got an icon, then vice versa. So we do expect to go and get myself an 86 plus icon, which is basically any icon. That's why it was kind of good value for money, because as of recently, we've been getting icon packs of max 88 rated for like 300k. Well, obviously, now I can go and pack any icon, and it cost me 380, plus I could have got a decent hero, plus we got ourselves a bunch of fodder. It's just, obviously, I'm not going to make any money off of it, but, you know, someone who enjoys doing my hero and icon SBCs, it's a good bit of fun. So if I get compensated this time, I definitely think I'll double down next time, because I could have opened 2 of those packs, but I decided to go and open 1. And again, how you can go and know when those packs are a thing, I recommend just head over to my Twitter, and on my Twitter I do have a list of all the leakers. The leakers are normally very hot on also recommending stuff like this. So again, if you go over to my Twitter and then look at my lists, you'll be able to see that there's the leakers, and again, the leakers would have been all over tweeting about, if I'm not wrong, they would have been all over tweeting about the hero pack. And because they would have been all over tweeting about the hero pack, you'd know about it. Otherwise, you know, there's like 101 different nationalities. Also, one of the reasons it does occur is because it's just something that's lost in translation. EA hires people to translate the packs, but sometimes those people who they hire to translate the packs don't do a good job, and as a result they then have to go and give out more stuff. So sometimes it's in Dutch, sometimes it's in Danish, sometimes it's in like Argentinian, Brazilian. It's just down to whichever translator messed up this week. It happened all last year, so yeah, it's a bit crazy that it's going on this year. Well, that's kind of EA's mess up. Let's go and talk a little bit about the content we got yesterday. So the first one we went and got ourselves yesterday was a Darwin Núñez SBC. And yeah, mixed reviews regarding it being demanded. Obviously, it's a very liked SBC, but the market doesn't really seem that it's too liked. Yeah, not bad. I mean, obviously he's got Evo cards, but his Evo cards have, I don't think, an increase in pace. I don't think his shooting's quite as high on the Evo cards. And yeah, shooting, basically it's just a way better card than the Evo cards. The only problem with Darwin Núñez is he doesn't, I mean, obviously Darwin Núñez isn't too renowned for his dribbling, so that's kind of one thing we'd be a little bit worried about. Obviously he's got rapid, but rapid isn't exactly a ball control, you know, it's not a first touch, a press proven, a technical, something that's going to help you kind of hold the ball. Now he's a big boy, you know, he's 6'2", so, and he's got bruiser, so I guess that's kind of your trade-off with having a dribbling play style. He's got power shot, which is nice. No passing traits, but again, you're only going to really be playing him in striker. I think in previous years he had left wing utility, but I guess he's lost that this year. But he's got himself quick step and rapid, so he's nice on a striker that's 6'2", and he's got himself power shot. So yeah, not too bad. The main problem we have with him is that it was only last week we got ourselves Keane. Now, it might not be too much of a problem with it being, you know, do you want to go and do Darwin Núñez or Keane? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I think Keane to me would sell it a bit more. Yeah, just due to him having much higher dribbling. I'm not a massive fan of the clunky, slow, sort of lethargic feeling strikers. Obviously, I haven't used the Darwin Núñez myself, but I do actually have his Evo card, which again, I quickly switched out for Rashford, who dribbling I still wouldn't say is too amazing. But yeah, Keane with the power shot plus, I'd imagine a power shot plus does go and trump the quick step. Other than that, you go and get yourself 90 dribbling compared to his 83, but on Darwin Núñez you get 87 shooting compared to his 84, and obviously 93 pace. So it's and 89 physical. So it's kind of a very different card. The problem is as well, last week probably people would have done the Keane, and because people would have done the Keane last week, then the incentive to go and do yet another Premier League striker would have been a little bit lower. Well, what happened to the link investment of Darwin Núñez? Well, we can see right here, Van Dijk went from 200 down there to 170. Given the market has been crashing a lot recently, and we'll talk about that in a second, we can see that Trent went down from 400 down there to 370, has rebounded to 400 since. Diaz went from 610 down to 670, is up to 620 since. And Informed Diaz went from 260 down there to 210 and has rebounded to 245 since. So, yeah, his link investments initially with the SBC dropped, but the link investments, along with a lot of the market, has started rebounding. I don't think it's going to be rebounding day after day. I just think it was a bit of a flash-in-the-pan panic selling with a bit of flash-in-the-pan buyback. I mean, he hasn't really rebounded any more than the price he was going for last night. It's not like they've picked up as the people who build their weekly teams. So, Darwin Núñez, not dubbed as too demanded. Another thing I'll talk about now, fodder. Fodder didn't really rise. 84s went down, 85s. I think held. 86s went down a little bit. 87s went down a little bit. All the team of the week fodder went down a little bit. So again, that's another reason to believe that Darwin Núñez wasn't too desirable because the links weren't up and the fodder went down. So, but we'll talk a little bit about investing in fodder in a bit. The other SBCs we only got was a Chris Wood. No rise on Chris Wood's link investments, but that's not really a surprise. Not the best card in the world. You know, you can't complain for 40k. You know, high physicality, high pace. You know, coming in like 1/7 for the price of Darwin. But yeah, I imagine ability-wise, he probably just doesn't have it unless he's got some sort of hidden unlocked stats. What'd be interesting actually is how tall is Chris Wood, because obviously he's quite renowned for heading in real life. 6'3". Does he have a aerial minor? He doesn't have any aerial, but you know, you're gonna have to hope that power header is gonna go and carry. So he's got all the shooting playstyles, which is interesting. He's got shooting and dribbling playstyles, but no header play aerial. Bear in mind he's 6'3", which seems a bit crazy. But yeah, there's the other SBC we got there. No real rises. Callum Hudson-Odoi got pumped and dumped a little bit, but that was about it. Yeah, also when it dropped an Evo, there's a bit of hype around this Evo initially that it was going to be an Evo that you could go and get 2 playstyles, because you could go and put players into this Evo that already had a playstyle plus. So people believe that because you can go and put players who have a playstyle plus, we can already start getting 2 playstyle pluses. Well, yeah, that was to believe until you scroll all the way to the end, and if you go and look at the playstyle plus with technical plus, it does say you get it, but it also has that little arrow which says maximum 1, which basically means you could go and put in a player with a playstyle plus into this, and they'll receive all the upgrades apart from getting another playstyle. They just don't receive technical and they keep what they had previously. Or if you go and put someone who has no playstyle pluses, then they'll go and get technical. But I think that's they've kind of done this so you don't get those crazy bronze and silver cards that are like 96 rated by like December. So I kind of get what they've done there. I don't probably think it's too bad of a thing that they've done it. I understand it cucks the cards being too high rated, but I mean, people are absolutely furious about playing 95s this week. So yeah, I think the last thing I'll do is go and start giving people the ability to get 95s earlier than they want. Now let's talk a little bit about the market. The market has been, as we know, on the ropes, especially as you can see forwards. These are the cards that have had the biggest drops in the last 24 hours, and the main striker, forward, striker, forward, forward, striker. You get the point. A lot of strikers, a lot of forwards are down. Why are strikers and forwards down, Dan? They're only loan cards. Well, what is the incentive of me using Shevchenko this week if they've given me Mbappe and Hansen. You know, why would I actually even want to use him? I could say, yeah, I'll use him next week, but I know that the market drops every week. If I know that the market drops every week, why would I want these cards? And that's why everything's been panic sold, especially strikers. Now, even like defenders and midfielders are down. I'm going to grab someone like, I don't know, it's just someone I know who I have myself, Cholera. You know, even cards like these are down despite them not being replaced. But it's just, yeah, it's just because there's so much panic selling on the forwards, we've also seen that panic selling go cross through to the defenders. Now, how long do I think the market is going to go and crash for? Now, the first thing I'd say is this is a very, very obscure occurrence. Everyone getting 95 rated players from Friday to Tuesday. I'm not aware of this really ever happening before. So there isn't really any trends for us to go and pick up from and going, okay, well, you know, when this happened last time, it was the cheapest on the Sunday, it's cheapest on the Monday, cheapest on the Tuesday, and it rose up. But I'd say there's a few trigger points. So the trigger points we normally see in FIFA is after the 6 PM content on the Sunday. Sometimes we see the trigger point on the after 6 PM content on Sunday because the market gets really heavily panic sold going into the Sunday, and then people don't pack what they want in the Icon SBC, and then it rebounds nicely. Another trigger point we see is Monday. The reason we see a trigger point on Monday is because Monday is when weekend league ends, and because it's when weekend league ends, people stop selling their teams and they start looking to buy back their teams midweek. Another trigger point might just be all the way through to Thursday Div Rivals. We potentially might not see the market rebound that much until Thursday Div Rivals, and when people go and get their coins from Thursday Div Rivals, that's when they can go and buy their players and they can go and rise. I do expect to see a really, really good rebound on outer pack special cards on Thursday, and the reason I expect a really good rebound on outer pack special cards is because they had a great rebound like yesterday, but now there's been so much more panic selling, and because there's been so much more panic selling, I think there's a lot more reason for people to go and buy back. So I think, in my opinion, I would wait till Sunday evening, Sunday 10 PM, and then I'd go and buy out-of-pack special cards that rose really nicely last week that aren't favoured to go and get replaced by an SBC. So, for example, you know, if you are happy to gamble that Darwin Núñez was really well demanded, maybe don't go and buy strikers, especially Premier League strikers. But let's say Zaire Emery did really well last week. I think he did okay. Let's say Zaire Emery did really well last week. I mean, we know there's a Veron, but let's pretend there was no Veron coming. Then because we know Zaire Emery did pretty well last week, he went from 244 up there to 280, and, you know, we pretend that nothing comes out this week, well then Zaire Emery will do really well next week. So what I'd recommend doing is look at what stuff did really well last Wednesday to Thursday, and probably go and buy them Friday evening. If you want to play it very safe, you can go and buy Wednesday evening. If not, you know, maybe Monday morning could be a buy, but I'd say Sunday evening should be a good buy. On top of this, this also does change our trend with the Team of the Weeks. Team of the Weeks we traditionally go and buy on the Saturday midday. Saturday midday, they might be cheap. They did have a big crash yesterday, but I personally would wait till Sunday evening after the Icon SBC. They should rise nicely Sunday through to Wednesday. If they don't rise Sunday through to Wednesday, then I can imagine them rising nicely with Thursday Division Rivals. The only real meta ones here are Gokares and and Diani. I wouldn't really, I mean Kirkeres as well actually. You got this trifecta right there of your meta informs. So if everything's going to be dropping until Sunday, what can we go and buy? Well, I'll show you what I'm buying myself. Now, I don't really like going unassigned because, of course, I stream like 8-9 hours a day. Because I stream 8-9 hours a day, I kind of, you know, don't want to be unassigned because you can't trade when being unassigned. So what I've decided to do was just hard stack the fodder that I think can rise the most, and that is 86s. So I've got a full transfer list right now of 86s that I've paid nothing more than 9k for. 9k down a little bit from yesterday. 86s had the best rise on the last Icon SBC, so that's one of the reasons I've gone and picked them up right here. So my whole transfer list is full of 86s, and now what I'm starting to do is basically going and buying one of each fodder to go and put in the club. I then also might go unassigned on another 40, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to use my transfer list, I want to be able to use my unassigned to be able to go and flip cards. What sort of cards I'm going to be flipping? Now, normally I'd be trying to flip icons, trying to flip heroes, you know, I'm on a high budget, you know, it's a lot of money makes a lot of money. But actually, what I'm going to be trading with today is I'm going to be trading with Silver Libertores cards. There's going to be a few different methods that I'm going to be using to go and flip these Silver Libertores cards. One of the methods is basically I have a concept squad of all the expensive ones, and I just go through the players one by one to see what I can get for cheap. One of the reasons Silver Libertores cards are really nice to trade with is because these cards should be progressive all the way from today through to Sunday, and because they should rise between now and Sunday, you know, let's say I buy them and they're not a good deal, they're just going to naturally rise anyway. So what I do is I just go through these cards one by one, see if I can go and win them about a K or 1.5k cheaper than what I know they sell for. And again, all the silver trading data is in the guide, updated every single morning. But yeah, I'll go through them one by one, trying to get them 1k less than they sell for, and then I'll go and list them up for that 1k difference. But yeah, we've been trading with these since League SBCs come out, and they do really, really nicely. Regarding selling the fodder I'm going to buy, I'm going to go and plan on selling this fodder either Sunday evening with the Icon SBC, and then I'm going to go and buy sell my fodder Sunday evening with the Icon SBC, because we've seen that be a peak time a few times in the week, and then I'll go and buy metas on the Sunday evening. If not, I can go and gamble that we'll get good SBCs on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then go and sell it after Wednesday 6 PM before it drops with Thursday. But I'll be honest with you, I'll probably go and sell it Sunday evening and then go and invest in metas on the Sunday. So I've got my plan of what I'm going to do this weekend. It's quite nice, you know, going to a few million fodder, trading with silvers, really nothing to worry about. I'm not worried about the market dropping anymore. You know, I'm going to be going off of previous year's trends where Sunday's been the cheapest on, you know, the Ballon d'Or kind of switches up a little bit, but I think Sunday evening should be the cheapest. And yeah, that is going to be the plan. Hopefully, oh yeah, also regarding fodder as well, I'd recommend 84s to 86s. Can go up to 87s if you want. An informed fodder, I'd say anywhere from a discard inform all the way up to the 86 rated informs can also go and be a buy. Same sell time with that. But I do believe that is going to go and wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.